Hey guys, welcome back. This is your host Phil from Cage.com. Today we have Xiaomi Mi A1. A1 not for the steak sauce, but for the Android One system that it has. So the Android One program allows or forces the OEMs to have the stock Google Android system instead of the Xiaomi's own MIUI. So it has pure Android system installed, and they promise to give timely OS upgrades. Their pledge is to give Android Oreo update until the end of the year, although that date is coming very, very soon. So let's take off the outer shell, and here we have the inner shell. So inside the packaging we have the phone right here. We're gonna put it right there, and the little goodie box right here, and the quick start guide along with a screen protector included in the packaging. Now this is a really good thing. I love these. I don't know the quality of this yet, but having one included in the packaging allows you to protect your phone from day one. So putting that aside, let's get back to the little box. On the bottom there is the SIM card tray removal pin, and inside that box is the charger with the output of 5 volts 2.8 amps. The phone itself accepts up to 5 volts 2 amps, but it really shouldn't be of a problem. And then there is the USB Type-C cable, one side, and USB Type-C, and the other way to the USB Type-A. And that's pretty much it. There is no earphones, there is no other premium stuff, because this phone is indeed a budget phone. So here's a phone. It comes in 3 different colors: black, gold, and pink. They have the limited edition, the special edition red. And on top there, receiver, 5 megapixels of camera, 5.5 inch of Full HD LTPS panel, and 3 hardware keys right there: multitasking, home, and back key. Moving on to the right hand side, we have the power key, volume rocker, and on top we have the infrared port because it does support the remote controller, although the app is not pre-installed, unlike the Mi 5X, the original device of the Mi A1 that has MIUI installed on. And the secondary microphone is right there as well. On the left hand side, there's a dual SIM card tray that also accepts microSD card, just not in the same time. You have to choose between microSD or the secondary SIM card. On the bottom, there's a USB Type-C port, 3.5mm headphone jack on the bottom, and microphone along with the speaker. Now let's move into the back. The first time I saw the photos or the rendered images of the Mi A1, I was shocked at how relentlessly it was copying down the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 7 Plus. But in real life, it doesn't look quite as much as it did on those photos. It doesn't look that bad. There's dual camera, 12 megapixels and 12 megapixels, having a different aperture, f2.6 for the normal angle and f2.2 for the wide angle camera. That allows you to have 2x zoom and of course the portrait mode. There's dual tone LED flash, fingerprint reader, and this Xiaomi logo, Android One logo, and the antenna lines top and bottom that are not too visible. And while it's powering up, let me tell you some of the details about its specs. It's got a Snapdragon 625 octa-core processor, Xiaomi's recent standard. It's got 4GB of RAM along with 64GB of storage, expandable, and it has Android 7.1.2 installed along with 3080 mAh of battery. And here we have it booted up, and let's go ahead with the setting process. Alrighty, here we have it. This is the main launcher of the Xiaomi Mi A1. So let's go into the settings, and you can see that even the settings is stock Android. They added up a few things like the schedule power on and off, or the Mi services for user experience program. I wouldn't let that happen. But for the most part, you can see that they didn't tinker that much for the Android system, except for the little gesture right here that allows you to use your fingerprint reader for swipe notification. You can swipe on your fingerprint reader to access the notification bar, and you can even do it once more to expand it further to the second level. And when you go to the full list of the apps, it doesn't have anything added up to the stock Android system except for the feedback app that lets you tell the company what you think about the phone. And this app unfortunately isn't disableable. It stays there. Now the system looks pretty nice. I'm not a huge fan of MIUI, so that was always the part where I had my points taken off when I reviewed Xiaomi devices. But this has stock Android system on top of Xiaomi's hardware. How good is that? This is something that I've always dreamt of, and I didn't want to flash the custom ROMs. I wanted a stock Android ROM that was built by the company themselves. And this is that happening in reality. Xiaomi is pretty good with their hardware, so I have big hopes for it. I hope this is as good as the expectation that I'm having right now, so I can suggest it in my review to anyone who's seeking for a budget phone. We'll see what happens. I'll tell you more on the review coming very soon. Stay tuned. Thank you always for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. You can always meet us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. We'll see you guys later. Ciao.